So removing the seat belts, just the top part of the seat belt from both sides, just like so. Then we can remove these covers here, and they just pull off. This van is being very stubborn because I don't think it's had anything come off it since 1990. So they just come out like that. So that gives me access to these clips here. Now these can be broken easy as well because they're kind of like glued onto right there. So I'm going to try and be careful of them. But once these covers are off, seatbelts are off, get the handles off and get these clips out so we can drop the roof a little bit. So these are the clips here, they come out of the roof lining, just here. And the tool I use is just the wire strippers here. I just use the end to squeeze the end there, and the clips popped out. I would have preferred to use long nose pliers, but this was the quickest tool I could find. And it did the job for me, so that's good. Now we can drop this lining enough to get to these 12mm nuts on this side here to remove this door. Now, one challenge I'm going to have to face is that this 1990 model has two connections on this side here, and one connection I've already disconnected on this side here, where the 95 tailgate that I'm putting on has all three connections over here. So I'm going to have to do some wiring after I've swapped the gates over. Okay, so that tailgate is now on the other van. That's just to keep it somewhere, but that's all plugs in right. Everything still fits the same. Does need a bit of adjustment somewhere though, because when closing it, it's a bit stiff. That's a 90 model gate on a 95 van. The reason why I'm not finishing off today, but I've got enough footage to show you, is removing the tailgate and fitting it up, is that now that the gate's off, I can see that I've got surface rust here. So I'm going to treat that area first before putting that gate there on. And then because that gate, the one that came off, had a wiring connection over here, I'm going to have to find out later, once those two are in, what doesn't work on the back here, what that connection there goes to, and then I just have to wire a bit of harness from there back over to here, because I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'll even show you quickly. This gate has all three connections on one side. The other gate, this connection was on the opposite side, but it's only 3 wires, so bringing 3 wires across is not going to be a drama at all. I'm just using the connection from the old van, the opposite connection to this side from the old van, and just connecting it through. Easy stuff. Just while I've got this tailgate off, I'm changing over the interior as well, because I don't want these door cards. I want the ones with the material on them. And I couldn't get it to fit at first, and I just wanted to show you the difference between the 1990 and the 95 model. There's 90 and that's 95. Why I couldn't get it to fit is because the 90, the pressurized filter there, so when you shut the door on the cabin, that you don't get your ears blown out from pressurization, points up, and the 95 one points down. So I'm just going to turn that around and chuck it on. I have a nice little surprise here with my 92, that 95, and Dean's 93. These on this side here, because with our Taragos we don't have an opening window at the back side here. It's on that side there, but not this side. And so I'm making it this side, but to my surprise, this one had a little cover covering a screw hole. With the 92, 93, 95, that hole doesn't exist. It's only this one here that has that locking mount there to stop that window from opening. So that's a nice little surprise. We're putting that mount straight on, and this one here, you're just putting that straight on, and should be set to go. Alright, just a last minute thought that I needed to include in this clip is the important part of this little spacer here. This guy had one missing to start off with when shutting the gate, and it was really stiff. It closed okay, but it was really stiff to like as if it was rubbing against here. But now she's perfect. So something as simple as that needs to be on both sides. Because I had this one missing, now it's fixed up, now the gate works properly. Just to show you a quick look there. So I've got the 3 connections that come over here now. The van has 2 here and 1 on this side here with the 90. So I just need to bring that connection there over to here and we'll be sweet there. Alrighty, till next time guys, cheers.